Welcome friends to a new session on molecular biology. First, we will discuss translation in eukaryotes and post-translational processing. We have already discussed the process of protein synthesis in prokaryotes. Mechanism of protein synthesis in eukaryotes is similar to that of prokaryotes. The differences are due to the more complex cellular organization of the eukaryotic cell. The protein synthesizing message is present in mRNA. Ribosomes read these messages into protein. The connection between message to protein is made by some adaptive molecules called aminoacylated tRNAs. They are also called charged tRNA. Aminoacyl tRNAs are tRNAs to which a specific amino acid has been attached. This linkage is catalyzed by an enzyme called aminoacyl tRNA synthetase using ATP molecules. In eukaryotes, protein synthesis occurs in 4 different stages: activation of amino acids, initiation, elongation and termination. However, there are some significant differences, particularly during initiation. In eukaryotes, each mRNA is monocystronic, that is, the mRNA encodes a single protein. In prokaryotes, many mRNAs are polycystronic. That means they encode several proteins. Each coding sequence in a prokaryotic mRNA has its own initiation and termination codons. Let's discuss on the various steps in translation. First, activation of amino acids. For protein synthesis, amino acids are selected from the amino acid pool of the cytoplasm. Before incorporated into protein, amino acids get activated by ATP with the help of enzyme aminoacyl tRNA synthetase. This enzyme is highly specific in identification of both amino acids and tRNAs. There is at least one tRNA for each of the 20 amino acids. After ATP mediated activation of amino acids, the carboxyl group of amino acids is attached to 3' hydroxyl group of tRNA with a ester linkage. Please see the figure on screen, which explains how the amino acids is attached to 3' hydroxyl group of tRNA with a ester linkage. Initiation. This is the first step in translation. Please see the figure on screen, and this involves 3 steps. First one, recognition step. Second one, formation of 43S pre-initiation complex, and third one, formation of 80S initiation complex. In recognition step, the first AUG triplet after the marker nucleotide is identified by the ribosome as initiation codon. In mammals, the marker sequences are called as Cossack sequences: 5' A, C, C, A, U, G, G, 3'. Initiation factors are required for this process. The 43S pre-initiation complex consists of the following molecules: A strand of mRNA, B initiation factors, C 40S ribosomal subunit, D methionine tRNA, and E energy in the form of GTP and ATP. Let's discuss these molecules one by one. First one, mRNA. Eukaryotic mRNAs are monocystronic and use only one initiator codon, that is AUG. These RNA molecules consist of Cossack consensus. Then, initiation factors. Eukaryotes use many initiation factors for starting the process of translation. The important eukaryotic initiation factors are EIF3, EIF4A, EIF4B, EIF4C and EIF4F, in which E means elongation and IF means initiation factors. 40S ribosomal subunit. It is the smaller subunit of eukaryotic ribosome. The 40S ribosomal subunit is linked by EIF4C, that is elongation initiation factor 4C, which may be helpful for the association of 2 ribosomal subunit. Now, methionine tRNA. The initiated tRNA carries an unmodified methionine to the 40S initiation complex. Eukaryotes contain two structurally different tRNAs that recognize AUG codon that means one for methionine for the initiation and the other for methionine for the inner part of protein. The initiator codon tRNA is recognized by tRNA I and non-initiated AUG codons are recognized by AUG M. Same methionine tRNA synthetase is responsible for adding methionine residues to tRNA I and tRNA M. The initiated tRNA in eukaryotes carries an unmodified methionine, that is not formilated as in prokaryotes. The initiation factors, that is EIF4A, is a complex molecule that consists of a subunit that acts as a cap binding protein, that is CBP. The CBP may initiate mRNA binding on ribosome by interacting the 5' cap region present on mRNA. CBP promotes binding of EIF4A, EIF4B to mRNA. These initiation factors and ATP are helpful for unbinding of secondary structure in the 5' untranslated region of mRNA and formation of a 43S initiation complex. After attached to the 5' end of the mRNA, the initiation complex identifies initiation codon, that is 5' AUG 3' based on the presence of Kozak consensus sequence. Now, formation of the 80S initiation complex. The joining of the 60S subunit to the 43S initiation complex to form 80S initiation complex requires the action of EIF5 and EIF4C. All other initiation factors are removed upon completion of formation of the 80S initiation complex. Elongation of translation in eukaryotes. Ribosomes are the sites of protein synthesis. The whole ribosome consists of three sites, P, A and E sites respectively. P site or peptidyl site carries the peptidyl tRNA. The site carries growing peptide chain. A site or amino acyl site carries new incoming tRNA with the amino acid to be added to the growing peptide chain. The E or exit site is occupied by deacylated tRNA. Elongation process occurs by a similar mechanism in eukaryotes as in prokaryotes. Elongation has three steps. First one, binding of amino acyl tRNA to A site. This step involves attachment of a new amino acyl tRNA to A site. The next codon in mRNA determines the second amino acid. The elongation factor EF1 and GTP are involved in this process. Second one, formation of peptide bond. In this step, the amino acid present in the A site of ribosome forms a peptide bond with the amino acid in the P site. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme peptidyl transferase. This enzyme is 28S rRNA, a component of 60S subunit. Third one, translocation of ribosomes on the mRNA. After the peptide bond formation, the uncharged initiation tRNA leaves the P site and the peptidyl tRNA moves to the new vacant P site with the two amino acids attached. The ribosome advances 3 bases to read the next codon and the process repeats. Energy in the form of GTP is utilized for the translocation process. Termination of translation. It is the last step in protein synthesis. Termination occurs by a similar mechanism in eukaryotes as in prokaryotes. Termination continues until a termination codon is encountered. Transfer RNAs do not pair with stop codons, that is UAA, UAG and UGA. The stop codons are identified by release factor. When the release factors bind to ribosome, translation termination occur. Termination is effected by peptidyl transferase activity of the ribosome. GTP hydrolysis is required for termination and dissociation of ribosomal subunit. The dissociated ribosome subunits enter the cytoplasm where they remain until used again in another round of translation.